Cody Rhodes may have just dropped the most obvious hint yet that a heel turn is not only possible, it might already be in motion, and fans across the wrestling world are buzzing. Since the King of the Ring tournament, something has been noticeably different about Cody's behavior. At first, it was subtle, a shift in tone, a slight edge to his character, but things really took a turn at the SummerSlam contract signing. That segment didn't just hint at a double turn, it practically screamed it. Cody came off as the aggressor, the manipulator, the one with the dark intentions. Meanwhile, John Cena, usually the more polarizing figure, played the sympathetic role. It felt like WWE had pulled off a switch without even announcing it. Naturally, all these moments got fans thinking, is Cody Rhodes finally about to turn heel? And if so, could SummerSlam be the moment where everything changes? Adding fuel to the fire, Cody recently appeared on ESPN's First Take, where he was asked directly about what a heel turn would look like for him. His response, while carefully worded, revealed a lot more than he probably intended. Cody said, "I always like to say in what we do, never say never, and the more you're in this, it's probably likely, but I think my version of a heel is just way too, I don't know. I wouldn't have music, the song would go away, the entrance would go away, I'd try to get myself cancelled. I don't know if it would even translate, never say never, but I don't see it happening anytime soon." That may sound like a polite dismissal on the surface, but digging deeper, there's a lot to unpack. For starters, Cody basically mapped out exactly what his heel persona would look like, and it's not just a minor tweak to his current gimmick, it's a full-blown reinvention. One of the first things he says he would change is his entrance theme, Kingdom. That song has been with Cody through multiple promotions, including AEW and WWE. It's become synonymous with his journey, his identity, and his brand. Yet he says it would have to go. Why? Because it's a babyface anthem. It represents hope, triumph, and loyalty, things that have no place in the dark chapter Cody wants to write next. He went even further, saying the entire presentation would change. No more grand entrances, no more pyro, no more walking out to the crowd and engaging with them. It would all be stripped away, and perhaps most shocking of all, he said he'd be fine with coming out to complete silence, no music, no frills, just the sound of boos raining down from the audience. That in itself paints a powerful image. Imagine Cody Rhodes, freshly turned heel, walking out slowly to pure hatred and no soundtrack to shield him. That's not just a heel turn, that's a statement. It's a declaration that the Cody fans once knew was gone. And then there's the part about trying to get himself cancelled. That wasn't a throwaway line. That was Cody emphasizing just how far he's willing to take things. He doesn't want to be the kind of villain who still tries to be cool. He wants to be the type of heel that fans genuinely despise. Someone who says the unspeakable, does the unforgivable, and completely abandons the political correctness and polish he's known for. That comment becomes even more meaningful when you remember what John Cena said earlier this year during their WrestleMania build. Cena accused Cody of being too perfect, too clean-cut, too rehearsed, like a politician. Well, it sounds like heel Cody would be the exact opposite of that. No more curated image. No more perfect promos, just raw, unfiltered chaos. And yet, despite all of these vivid details, Cody still closes his answer the same way he always does, by saying he doesn't see it happening anytime soon. He's said this before, and he's saying it again, but fans aren't buying it. In fact, the more he tries to deny it, the more suspicious it looks. This is starting to feel like a classic case of misdirection, the kind of denial that only makes the truth more obvious. Fans remember the King of the Ring final against Randy Orton, where Cody didn't win clean, he cheated, he took shortcuts, and while WWE didn't dwell on it, that was a major departure from how Cody usually operates. That moment didn't just happen randomly, it was part of a larger pattern. Then came the contract signing segment. Cody blindsided his opponent, used the championship belt as a weapon, and forced a fake signature, and he didn't show a hint of remorse. That wasn't the Cody Rhodes fans are used to. That was something else entirely. A version of Cody who's lost patience, lost compassion, and maybe even lost his grip on the rules. These moments have been adding up for months. They're not coincidences. They're breadcrumbs, and if you follow them, they lead to one inevitable conclusion. Cody is turning heel. The timing couldn't be better. His first title run was built around the feel-good underdog story. He finished the story at WrestleMania 40. He overcame the monster champion, fulfilled his family's legacy, and gave fans their emotional payoff. But now that story is done, If he were to win the WWE title again as a babyface, it would feel redundant. But if Cody turns heel, if he becomes so obsessed with reclaiming the title that it corrupts him, that's a brand new story. That's a psychological tale about power, control, and what happens when a man's dream becomes a nightmare. And the fans can feel it. They're ready for it. They're almost daring WWE to go there. Because as much as Cody says the timing isn't right, everything about the current storyline screams that it is. From his actions in recent months to the changes in his demeanor to his own words about what a heel turn would entail, it all lines up. Cody may be trying to throw everyone off the trail, but the evidence is too overwhelming. It's not a matter of if, but when. The level of commitment Cody describes is another key clue. He's not talking about just changing his catchphrases or rolling his eyes more during promos. He's talking about ripping the entire foundation of his character apart and starting from scratch. No more finish the story. No more American Nightmare. Just something darker, something colder, something dangerous. It's the kind of transformation we haven't seen in years. The last time WWE pulled off something like this was with Naomi, right before her heel turn. Naomi also gave an interview where she said she wasn't sure it would happen, but that if it did, she would go all in. Days later, she showed up on TV as a completely different person. New look, new attitude, new vibe. It was like watching a rebirth. And now it sounds like Cody Rhodes is preparing for that same kind of rebirth. So if this is all part of a larger plan, WWE may be setting the stage for one of the most dramatic heel turns in recent memory. Cody kicking off his second world title reign not as the beloved hero, but as the tyrant, the villain, the threat. And it would work. Fans already bought into him as the inspirational babyface. They were there for the emotional journey. But now it's time for something new. Now it's time to see what happens when the dream becomes corrupted. Cody Rhodes as a heel isn't just a possibility, it's a necessity. It's the only way to keep things fresh, to keep fans invested, and to show a different side of a performer who's already proven he can carry the company on his back. The way he talks about it, this won't be some half-hearted attempt. He's ready to go all the way. He's ready to erase everything fans know about him and create something terrifying in its place. And maybe that's what makes this so exciting. Not just that it could happen, but that when it does, it might just change everything. So for now, Cody will keep saying it's not happening. He'll smile in interviews and assure everyone that there's nothing to worry about. But fans know better. They've seen the signs. They've heard the cracks in his voice. They've watched the glint in his eye when he talks about what could be. And deep down, they're not just ready for heel Cody, they're hoping for him. Because when he finally snaps, when he finally lets go of the polished, perfect image, the WWE landscape will never be the same. Cody Rhodes may have been the hero once, but every great hero has a breaking point, and we might be witnessing his.